really excited. It's nice to be here. It was quite the drive down. I live out near Boston. I teach, actually. Does anybody teach here? Definitely, yeah. You teach, miss? What do you teach? What do you teach? English. What's your favorite book?
Pride and Prejudice.
Oh my God, that's a great book. I haven't read it, but I imagine it's fantastic. I imagine it's great. About pride and racism. I don't really know what it's about, but yeah, I'm a sub, by the way. I don't even teach, but I work in Dorchester. That's where it's about South Boston. I don't know if you guys know that at all. It's a tough area, to be honest with you. It's kind of a brutal gig, and I love the kids, but they can be so mean. I'll be honest. They'll make you regret every decision you ever made. Like, there's this one girl, Mia, and I probably shouldn't say her name, but whatever. Mia Hernandez is her name. She lives at 1216 Geneva Ave. About 4 feet tall, brown hair. First day of school, she looked at me and she said, "Jeffrey Dahmer, first day." And then somehow got around the school like that. And 400 kids were like, "Hey, Jeff. How you doing, Jeff?" I'm like, at least Mr. Dahmer, a little respect. She's a little Spanish girl. She's always looking for things, so I call her Dora. I'll get back at her a little bit. I'm like, "What are you looking for, Dora?" She's like, "Dead bodies. You probably ate them already." I'm like, "How do you know so much about Jeffrey Dahmer? You're 9. It's crazy. Yeah. It's funny you said she's not here. Someone said that last night. I was in the Cape last night. You guys,
Did somebody eat her?
What's that?
Did somebody eat her?
Somebody eat her? No, I hope not. I don't know. She doesn't go to the school anymore, so I have carte blanche with what I say about her. I got brought into my principal's office, and she was like, we saw online you've been using the children's name in your act," which is a true story. And then she listed all these names I use in my act, and she was just like, "Why don't you just change them?" I'm like, "That's a good idea. I probably should." But Mia's gone, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Right? Like this other kid, Ronaldo Fernandez. I don't care. I'll break all the HIPAA laws. I don't care. He's 6 years old. He's in first grade. They're trying to learn 1 + 3, and he's like, "Bite my ass." That's what he says all day long. "Bite my ass." So I'm like, I gotta take it. I'm like, "Let's go for a walk, Ronaldo. Let's go see the janitor, see your future pal." And sorry, custodian. Sorry, maintenance man. We're going to walk one day, and he saw a half-dead fly on a windowsill, and he'd ripped off a piece of paper from a poster, which you're not supposed to do. And he started sawing at the fly's neck. And he was saying the most demonic things. He was like, "You're never gonna see your family again." And he's Spanish. He doesn't even know English that well. He knows like "bite my ass." That's because I taught him that. You gotta teach him young. I actually just did switch schools. I work in Wellesley now, which is, Wellesley's like the richest town in the state. I also live there, so not a big deal. But, I live in my car, but I park in Wellesley all the time. Now, I work in Wellesley now. It's a different, the city kids will make you regret every decision you ever made, but the suburban kids are dark. They are like I've been working there for like 2 weeks, and this kid took a liking to me. And he looked at me, he said, what did he say? He was like, "Mr. Jarvis, I hope you're my teacher till I die."
Oh, no.
I was like, "Okay, Brian, okay." And some kid in the back goes, "He's a teacher, he'll be dead before you." And I was like, "Dan, go to the principal's office. We're not doing this again." Yeah. I'm not even a teacher, really. Now I'm a 1-to-1, so I just work with one little Ugandan kid. So we have that in common. But he just freaks out, so I just have to put him in a sleeper and then, get him to nap time. But I'm just joking. I don't abuse the children. Just joking. I do live in Wellesley, which is, it's nice. It's weird because it's very nice. What happened was my buddy, he bought a house. He has a wife and 3 kids. And he texted me. He was like, "You're poor. Do you want to live with us?" And I was like, "I don't know why you mentioned that first part, but I'd love to." So now I have a bunk bed with his 3-year-old. It's different. It's fun. Spacious. Maybe they have a finished basement or something. No, you guys all own home. All right, well, I'm not sharing a bed, but no, that's fine. It's weird. I've always had terrible landlords, and now I have like my best friend's my landlord, which is different. But like I've always the worst. Like I used to live in this basement in Newton. I've always lived in a basement or an attic. I've never lived in that middle part. I'm not even sure what that part's called, but the girth, I don't know. I remember I came home to my basement one night, my dungeon, my cave, and I looked up, my ceiling had caved in like 4 tiles by 4 tiles, all this water damage. And I called up my landlord, and he goes, first thing he goes, he says, "Who's this?" I go, "It's your tenant. Remember me, pal? My parents send you a healthy amount of money every month. Remember me? I pay half. I'm just joking. I pay half." He goes, "What's wrong?" I go, "My ceiling caved in." He goes, "Is it bad?" I go, "Is it bad? I can see the tenants above me. It's pretty bad. They nothing could do. It's pretty awful." You guys are fun. You guys are fun. This is nice. I'm trying to get my life together. I'm trying to lose some weight. I don't know. You know, like I don't have like a man belly, but like I have a first trimester. Like I'm nervous, but I'm excited, you know? I stepped on the scale the other day, I was 181, and I was like, God damn. So I did that thing we all do. I took off all my clothes, I was butt naked. And the nurse was like, "Can you please put your clothes back on?" I was like, "Just give me a second." 176, I had a lot of layers on. Yeah, it's nice. Sorry, I do have COVID. I should have mentioned that way earlier. I shook like half your hands. There's test kits underneath your chairs. No, I'm kidding. I'll tell you this, back when I had COVID, like a year ago, back when I had roommates, tell me if this is a dick move. I did not tell my roommates I had COVID. Is that a dick move? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you the reason why. It's a good reason. I don't like them at all, so I don't care what happens to them. So fuck them. Now, I'll tell you what happened. It was very petty. Like, my roommate, not friend, had COVID for like 3 days and didn't tell me. And I was like, fuck him, I'm not just not gonna tell him, so. I went to his funeral, which I felt like was forgiving enough. I didn't, Nice. I've had some weird jobs in my life. I used to work at Build-A-Bear. Have you guys been to Build-A-Bear recently? No, you're adults. That'd be weird. That'd be bizarre. Well, I'll tell you, when you work at Build-A-Bear, you think you're just catering with kids all day, but you're really just working with people who shouldn't be allowed. You know, I was a master stuffer. That was my job title, which is a terrible thing to put on a resume. Sitting at my little stuffing machine and my little stool and stuff these Nice. This is fun. Say this. I used to live in a very Spanish neighborhood. There was always these. I'm a dumb guy, you know. There's always these 2 Spanish kids riding bikes outside my house, and I remember I was past them one day, and one of them fell off his bike. He hit his head. He had no helmet on. He was bleeding, and I was like, "Holy crap! I gotta help this kid." And I just panicked. I just turned to him. I said, "Estoy bien." So what happened was I saw a kid fall off his bike bleeding. I turned and I said, "Hey, I'm all right. Just so you know, I'm good. I'm okay." I remembered, of course, I said Estaspian, but he was dead at that point. So I'm just joking. This place is nice. I don't understand. They have these old, like, 1,000-year-old paintings on the wall. What are they? Mosaics? Any history buffs here? There's 100 people here. There's one guy. That's
The
cool.
owner's into Rome and everything Roman.
Yeah, I'm getting that. Yeah, I'm getting that. I read this. This is from a bathhouse. They put this in a bathhouse. So, you know, there's some 2,000-year-old piss on this, I imagine. Which is nice. Yeah. Nice. All right, I'll tell you this one last thing. We'll get the show on the road. Does that sound good? Yeah. All right. I'll tell you this. I was just up in Vermont. I was up in St. Albans, Vermont, which is like a 4-hour drive. They paid me $40. I was like, I guess that's fair. I was up there, and I went through a red. It was completely my fault. The statey pulled me over, and the first thing he said, he goes, "How red was that light?" I go, "It was pretty red." He goes, "Pretty stupid, huh?" I was like, "Are you my dad? What's happening right now?" I tell him I'm going to a comedy show because I have all these chairs in my car. I'm like holding a chair while I'm talking to him. And he goes and writes me a ticket. He comes back. He goes, listen, the ticket should be $220. I'll give it to you for $100. You got to tell me a joke. I was like, holy shit. So there's this girl, Mia. No, the joke needs a little context. I panicked. I didn't know what to do, so I told him a little joke. The joke is not mine. I won't tell you the whole thing. It's not mine. But basically, the joke is a guy's wife is very sick. She had a stroke. The doctor's like, it's going to take years to rehabilitate her. He's like, oh my God, really? He's like, nah, I'm just kidding. She's dead. That's the joke, dead wife joke. This guy got it right away with his wife. The cop pauses and he goes, my wife died 3 years ago. I was like, holy shit, I'm going to be on Cops. Oh my God. He pauses again. He goes, nah, I'm just kidding. I wish. I was like, oh my God, officer. Hey guys, we ready for a comedy show? Are we ready for a comedy show? Your first comic coming on stage, coming all the way from New York. She's absolutely fantastic, so fucking funny. Makes noise right now for Becca DeLuzio. Let her know. Come on, clap it up.
All right, Branford, Connecticut. How we doing? I can't even. Oh my God, I love the energy in here. Okay, does anyone know how to say the name of this brewery? Can someone shout at me? How do you say the name? Caius Farm? How do you say it? Caius? Okay, all right. So I like to do a little call and response when I start my sets just to get the energy pumping in here. Okay, so when I say, Caius? When I say Caius Farm, you say brewery. Caius Farm.
Brewery!
Caius Farm.
Brewery!
When I say I'm, you say sexy. I'm.
Sexy!
Stop, I'm literally dating someone. I'm.
Sexy!
When I say fuck, you say Brenda. Fuck.
Brenda!
Fuck.
Brenda!
Brenda is my coworker. And I cannot stand that bitch.
Fuck Brenda.
Thank you. I'm about to, I cannot wait to show her this tape on Monday. Hey Brenda, hey. Thank you guys so much for participating in this future HR complaint. I really appreciate y'all. Let's see, do I look extra skinny tonight? I just had diarrhea in the bathroom. All right. No, don't go in there. But I just, people will ask me sometimes, they're like, oh girl, like you're skinny, like how do you do it? And I'm like, bad lettuce. Okay, Chipotle lettuce. Like you don't need Ozempic, you need E. coli. That's, come see me about my program after the show. Let's see, what else did I want to say before the world is crazy right now. Okay, wait, let me not get into that yet. I'm Gen Z. Is anyone here Gen Z? Okay, I was like, yeah, I was eyeing you guys. I was like, there's not a lot of potential over here. Okay, no, you guys look incredible. You guys look incredible. No, seriously, I work for AARP, okay, I'm an ally. I generally do, that's my day job, but what happens in this room stays in this room. I really need my health insurance. Okay, so y'all are Gen Z? Wait, you look like, how old are you? Oh, okay, so you're legally allowed to be in here. 23, all right, Gen Z, let's go, you too? Okay, let's go. They gave you guys the Gen Z seating on the side so you guys can be like scrolling TikToks during my set. Cool, let's make a TikTok later. Yeah, I am Gen Z, which means that I identify as bisexual. And do you guys have that in Branford, Connecticut? Okay. Do you guys have that? Yeah, I identify as bisexual, which means that I have a boyfriend, and he's super skinny. He's another Gen Zer, and he's a really big feminist. We got any male feminists here? Friend, we've been together 6 years. Yeah, thank you. For a Gen Zer, that's really good. Audience. 10? Can anyone, this is like an
0.
auction. Can anyone beat 10? Over 10?
0.
What are you guys? 54! Holy shit, can anyone beat that? Can anyone beat that? Damn, 54! Oh my god. Okay, so We're only on year 6, so for you guys, 54 years. At what point in the relationship do I let him out of the basement? Never. Okay, you let him out for one night. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying Not the Basement, sir. We've been together for a really long time. My boyfriend, when he was a kid, he used to be a mathlete. And he used to have a rolling backpack. So whenever people ask me to like give them relationship advice, I usually just say like, just date the person you would have viciously bullied in middle school. That's kind of how I approached it. Let's see, I feel like I did therapy, I visited my childhood home recently, because I really missed like masturbating in a twin bed. It just hits different when your feet are dangling off the side and your webkins are eyewitnesses. Sorry, for anyone who grew up rich, American Girl dolls are eyewitnesses. When I was home most recently, this is completely true, there was some big drama going around my family because my grandma's will got leaked. Okay, I thought we were gonna get more of a Jerry Springer reaction. Oh shit!
No!
Yeah, my grandma's will got leaked. A little delayed, but you got the spirit.
WikiLeaks?
My grandma was very upset about the leaked will, and I realized that like I felt for her a lot because I was like, wait, I think the way my grandma feels about her leaked will is the same way I felt when my nudes were leaked in high school. Because we're both like, fuck. But also like, what do you guys think though? Does my inheritance look thick? Are my assets looking busty? Okay, no one's nudes in here have been leaked. That's cool. Whenever I visit, I am always saying, my family, we grew up poor. Did anyone here grow up poor? Okay, woo, you made it out to the brewery, congrats. My family, for those of you, we grew up poor, which means my college essay was fucking incredible. It also means I was always being falsely accused of bringing the lice to the sleepover.
Oh, jeez.
But for the record, if Chelsea is anywhere in the audience tonight, I did not bring lice to your birthday sleepover. I brought a baggie of Coke that I found under my brother's bed. That's why Jessica and I kept flashing your stepdad. Okay, if you didn't grow up poor, it's a very different experience growing up as a poor kid. It's a very different experience. Like, when you grow up as a poor kid, it's a lot harder to believe in like the mythical, magical figures that kids are supposed to believe in, like the Tooth Fairy, when the Tooth Fairy is acting as broke as your parents. Okay, like I remember one time in elementary school, the Tooth Fairy just left me $1 in Monopoly money.
Fuck the Tooth Fairy.
And I was like, okay, but if the Tooth Fairy was giving me Monopoly money anyway, why did they give me the lowest bill in the game? That means my parents opened up the board game, looked at the hundreds, the 500s, and they were like, nah, she shouldn't even have wealth hypothetically. Don't worry, I'm rich. No, I'm lower middle class now. Woo! I have a 401k now. Thank you. It was the same thing around like Christmas time. After like Christmas, everyone would be like at recess, like debriefing their gifts from Santa, and everyone would be like, "Oh, I got the new iPod Nano. I got a Tamagotchi. Becca, what did you get?" And I'd be like, I got a couple of pens. that say TD Bank on it. I guess Santa was taking out a subprime loan. I don't I don't know what's going on with that. I feel like I've officially escaped the cycle of poverty because I do have a rich boyfriend now. Oh, do you know how to dap? Do you know how to dap? Okay, this is, yeah, it's Connecticut, all right. Yeah, I do have a rich boyfriend now, which is cool. His last name is Silverstein. He's super rich. I would have preferred a Goldstein, but I'll take what I can get. I'm Jewish, I can make that joke. Okay. Okay, I would like to do an impression now. If I was gonna say if that's okay with you guys, but I'm kind of gonna do it no matter what. Okay, this is an impression. Oh my God, for me? Oh my God, no, girl, you shouldn't have. No, seriously, you really shouldn't have. That was my impression of how I expect my gynecologist to react when she sees that I shaved my vagina before the appointment.
Oh, yeah.
The ladies, that's amazing. You guys know the feeling. Yeah, in reality, she's usually saying something like, dang, I didn't know clits could be that long. Okay, I will say you guys are gonna have to buckle in to what I just said because I do have a story, unfortunately, that does have to do with the nether regions. But it's a very good story, all right? When I was younger, okay, so we grew up poor. When I was younger, I got a scholarship to go to this like super fancy Jewish summer camp. And when I got there, I was like, I want to introduce these other kids to my culture. So when I was there, this is completely true. I founded a club called the Long Clit Club. Wait, by the way, I was in middle school. Sorry, I didn't say that. I was in middle school. I founded a club called the Long Clit Club, I founded it. Okay, CEO. CEO, breaking the glass ceiling. When it was called, okay, so it was LCC for short. Notice how it was one letter away from LLC, Limited Liability Company, because I had big plans for us. When I was there, I started this club. Basically, as the name denotes, it was kind of for anyone at camp who also identified as having a long clit. Basically, I was kind of going around the camp, like recruiting girls, like I was a D1 football coach. She would make a strong addition to the team. She would boost our stats. Basically, the club like completely blew up. It was all anyone at my Jewish summer camp was talking about. It was like the talk of the town. Girls started begging me to be in the club. They were going up to me every day like, can I be in the club? And I was like, I saw yours in the shower, it's normal. You can't be in the club. And eventually, the word got around and my counselor pulled me aside one day and she was like, hey, I heard about your little clit club and you need to shut it down right now. And I was like, actually, it's called the Long Clit Club. And she was like, I don't care, you need to shut it down right now or you're getting kicked out of camp. And I was like, okay, sounds like someone's mad. She was rejected from the LCC. And basically after that, we just had secret meetings after hours. But then the following year, I did apply for the same scholarship and they took my scholarship away. So to this day, I don't really know if I was discriminated against for the length of my clit or for my socioeconomic status. I just know I was discriminated against. Okay. I don't know how to. Okay, wait. Branford. What are you guys known for here? Pizza. Pizza? Wait, I came from New York. I feel like that's our
Clits.
thing. What? Oh my God, wait. Sorry. Wait, is a firing squad gonna come out now? I'm sorry, I doubted your pizza. Is it like a Chicago thing where you guys have like a special thing like deep dish? Is it special or it's just,
Haven style.
oh, what's New Haven style?
First pizza in America.
First pizza in
And the
America?
best.
In New Haven.
Yeah, the best.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's good to know. What's like the culture here? What are you guys up to? Is anyone playing pickleball?
Clits.
This man just said clits. Okay, awesome. I guess I can move here. I think that would be the perfect I think they would make me the mayor, actually. What's on you have like Pokemon?
No,
what is
they're
that?
dragons.
Dragons?
Yeah.
Are those like your emotional support
Yeah, my
dragons?
emotional support guys.
You take them everywhere you
Yeah.
go?
my buddies.
Wait, what, you bring those with you everywhere?
Almost everywhere.
Almost everywhere?
Frosty and Blaze. It's Blaze and Frosty.
Okay, do you still keep them on your shoulders when you're having sex?
I haven't.
He said, I haven't. And honestly, I assume based on the dragons on your shoulder, but I did not want to assume what your experiences are. I really wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt. All right, honestly, let's leave it on dragons. Thank you so much. Have a good night, guys. Bye.
Becca DeLuzio, one more time. There we go. Clap it up, clap it up. You guys are fantastic. I should have mentioned this earlier. We're going to take a quick 5-10 break just so you guys can get up, get another beer. Okay, so we'll be back.
Beer.
Beer, exactly. We'll be back in about 7:55. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you soon for your headliner. All right.
Oh, sorry.
right, guys, welcome back. Take your time, settle in, get your drinks. Did we re-up? What drink is that? Is that a Brutus? The Julius Caesar? You don't know?
Caesar Day.
That's good. That's fun. I'm gonna wait for the music to stop and then we're going. Nice.
The day the music died.
Wait for the music. Just called yours, drinking it.
I love that. I love that. That's
A little bit of an alcoholism, but that's okay. No, I'm just kidding. How you guys doing? We ready? Feel good? You guys have a charcuterie board back there. What's going on? You brought a full board. Do I want some? I'm gonna come after, actually. I'm gonna come after. That's okay. All right, guys. Hey, are we ready for our headliner?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love the energy. I love the energy.
Headlines.
Clap it up right now. This guy's coming all over from New York as well. He's been in the New York Comedy Festival. Hilarious. Yemi, Afalabi, make some noise right now. Come on, clap it up, clap it up. Give it up for the bar staff. So give it up for that. It's nice.
It's nice. Connecticut, we meet again. I always find myself in Connecticut, man, but I'm so glad, Becca, she drove me too careful, you know, just in case. Woo! All right. Like, all right, Becca, this is why you're here. Operation White Shield, you know? Do you know how fast you were going? And she's like, is there a problem, officer? And I just go like, oh, this nice lady's taking please. He's like, yeah, get him out of here. Get us in. I'm like, whew, that was close, girl. That was close. Oh man, it's good to be here. I know I have the vibe of a father searching for his son at camp. That's kind of my vibe. You know, I'm always like, hey, you guys seen Stanley? What you mean you lost him? He's the only black kid at this coding camp. What's going on? What, he get lost in the code or something? Doing too much HTML, you know? Hell yeah, dude, dragging it, yeah, man. Hell yeah, dog. Oh yeah, that's dope. I love white dudes with dragons and shit. Fucking, what's their names? I know they have names. What's their names?
Blaze and Frosty.
Blaze and Frosty. Hell
Frosty
yeah,
the
dude.
Snow Dragon.
Blaze and Frosty. This sounds like two rat drug dealers, yo. This is Blaze, and this is Ice Cold Frosty.
They always be smoking.
Yeah, they always be smoking. Hell yeah, dude. What's your name, man?
Dan.
Give it up for Dan, man. Sit in the front. I love your confidence, Dan. You a gamer? You like games?
Yeah, I do.
What
yeah.
do you play, man? What are you doing?
Well, nothing a whole lot lately, but
Okay.
there's always like, I mean, there's games like there's Dead by Daylight, you know,
Yeah.
games like that.
PUBG, you're a first-person shooter guy?
No, not really first-person shooter guy.
No, okay, cool. Yeah, there's enough gun violence.
More,
We don't need
yeah, more
white dudes online.
competition stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot
Not
of
my
sweats. A
thing.
lot of sweats, right?
It's so toxic, some of this stuff.
A lot of males are toxic. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, males are toxic online. Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
I had to stop because I realized I'm arguing with like 5th graders, you know? I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm like, you freaking got fragged, you knew? I'm like, shut up. Shouldn't it be your bedtime, you know? Then you hear like someone's like, you know, Trevor, dinner. I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker's 6 or something. It's good to be here, man. I appreciate everybody coming out supporting live comedy. I think we all need a good laugh, right? I'm gonna be up here for a while. I'm gonna just talk about my life. You might hear some stuff you may or may not agree with, but you just have a good time, right? All right, cool. Enough of the clapter. I turned 40 this year. Hell yeah. Is Gen X and boomers in the building? Hell yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
I'm an older millennial. I'm like right before Gen X. I'm an older millennial, and I turning 40. They say black don't crack, but I don't know. Maybe they weren't talking about facial features, but my bones are cracking as shit, dude. Pop, 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 pop. Everything makes a sound. I can't sit down without making an involuntary noise. I'm just like, oh, let's get right in there. Ooh, yeah. Woo! That's good. All right, oh, time to go, time to go. All right, let's get. I'm like, who is that? What is? Sanford and Son. Yeah, another black comedian that's dead. Thank you, man. That's like for 20 years. Sanford and Son. That's where I know you from. I think I was on that show, ma'am. I don't think that was me. Bro, like I'm like, so my body's going through like a second, like now, I'm at the age now where if I wake up with morning wood, I'm like,
Yeah.
look at us, huh? Look at us, huh? We're like Obama in 2008. Yes, we can. We still have hope, man.
A standing ovation.
A standing ovation, you know? If I drop my keys in front of my apartment, I'm homeless. I'm not. I guess I live on the street now. Women call me sir, but it's not hot. It's like not in a hot daddy type of way. It's more like, excuse me, sir? Excuse me, sir? You dropped your keys. And I'm just like, oh, thank you, young lady. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything. Would you like to see my morning wood? And they're like, ew, you give me the ick. You're cooked, unk. I'm like, oh, I remember when this Subway was a Chipotle. Just shoo me off. Like, all right, he's kind of not lucid today, you know? My Instagram has changed. My social media is now, it's scary now. Because before my Instagram was hot, like the For You page, you go on and stuff you like to see. The algorithm knows what you like to see. Like, it was like, you know, you get a little dragons, right? You get dragons and shit. Probably a little bit of cosplay, you know? I would get like Asian women doing karate. And I'm like, all right, I like this. I don't know why, but I appreciate it, you know? Random Russian dudes slapping each other. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of cool. It's like random Russians slapping each other. The minute I turned 40, Instagram was like, hey, you're 40? You got a limp dick. I'm like, hey. I bought Blue Chew one time to hate fuck my ex. That's none of your business, Instagram, all right? They're like, yeah, you're not a man. You're 40, you don't have any money. We know you. You're poor, right? What's your income like? And I'm like, I haven't done my taxes yet. It's been 20 years. I should do my taxes. They're like, yeah, you, and then it's always like some hot, ripped dude with like a hot chick. And they're like, you want to be like this guy? You have low testosterone. You want to be like this man and become a high value man? You have low testosterone. Buy this pill. Buy this PP7 157 pill and become a real man. And you're like, oh, wait a minute. I have low testosterone? Oh, I should go to the doctor. So I was like, I should go to the doctor. I turned 40, maybe give myself a health check, right? See if the engine's running good.
You need to take
right?
fuck it all.
Fuck it all.
Yeah, you need to take fuck it all.
What's that?
The medication, fuck it all.
Is that Adderall? Are you one of those?
No, it's just a joke.
Oh, take fuck it all.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I don't think my healthcare provides fuck it all. But I can't be walking into the pharmacy and saying that. White dudes can say that. Give me fuck it all. I'm like, yes, Mr. Smith. Yeah. If I go into the pharmacy, give me fuck it all. They'll be like, all right, this is black guy here at CVS. He's talking about fuck it all. Do we have that prescription? Oh, we do? Okay, yeah.
You can't get it till you're on Medicaid.
Yeah, I'm on Medicaid. I have healthcare, so I go to the doctor and I go to ZocDoc. You guys up on this? You can find anyone on ZocDoc that'll take any of your IPOs or your business stuff. So I went to ZocDoc and I found this nice man, lives in Bushwick, Dr. Lee, and I clicked on him. He could see me the day of, and I went there and I was scared. The first thing I said to him, I was like, Dr. Lee, give me tea. I need tea right now. She's never met this man before. And he's like, welcome to the doctor's office, Mr. Al-Falabi. We have tea in the waiting room. I'm like, nah, I don't want that tea. I want testosterone. And he's like, I can't give you testosterone. That's a controlled substance. Why do you need testosterone? Because I'm like, I want to be a real man. I don't feel good. I don't feel young anymore. He's like, do you have ED? And I was like, it's none of your fucking business. He's like, yes, it is. It's like, if I'm going to give you testosterone, do you have trouble, getting there? I'm like, sometimes. It depends, And he's like, all right. Here's the thing. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a blood test, and then we're going to do a prostate exam because you're 40, and it's about time you had a prostate exam. You got to start checking your prostate every 2 years. And I'm like, all right, cool. So he's like, pull up your sleeve. I pull up my sleeve. Right? Pull on my sleeve, and he's like, he finds my vein quickly. It's already out, right? He's like, you have a very prominent left vein, and I'm like, yeah. I used to do crack. He's like, what? I'm like, what? Don't be racist, Dr. Lee. Not all black people do crack. Take the blood, man. I'm fucking with you, dog. Dr. Lee being racist. He takes the blood and he's like, all right, I'm gonna take this to the lab and we're gonna test your testosterone and all your levels and we're gonna get it back and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do the prostate exam. He said prostate exam a lot and in a way that was kind of spooky. So he leaves the room and I'm gonna be honest, Connecticut, I don't know prostate. Like, I don't know, all I know is butt. It has something to do with your butt, right? I seen a gay porn once and I was like, I think these guys are checking each other's prostates. But just to be, you guys, come on, pick it up. But just to be clear, I was like, let me just Google AI prostate. I was like, Google, what's the AI prostate exam? And the Google came back, and I was like, oh snap. Dr. Lee's gonna fuck me. Oh man. Oh man. So I just kind of drop trowel and bend over the chair with the tissue paper, and I'm like, all right, I guess it's time. And then I'm kind of figure out how to situate. I'm like, should I put a leg up? I don't know. What's a masculine way to take two fingers in your ass? This feels strong right here. This feels like an embrace. Don't shake, don't shake. And then I'm just there for a while because he left. I'm there for 3 minutes with my ass towards the door. I'm like, this feels nice. This feels good. What if I like this? Oh. What if I'm gay? Maybe that's why I'm sad. And then I kind of just disassociate for a while because it's been 5 minutes and then I hear the door open Mr. Afalabi, what are you doing? And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I thought you were gonna give me a prostate exam. And then he has test results and he has more blood vials in. And he's like, I don't know why your pants are down, but we're just gonna take more blood. And I was just like, oh, my bad, man. I thought you were gonna fuck me. I don't know, man. It's been so long since I felt a woman's embrace. He's like, what? I'm like, never mind. Never mind. Thought I was gonna be gay for the next 10 years. So then the test comes back, and I have mid-high T. It's between middle and high. And he's like, this is great, Mr. Afalabi. You have great T levels for your age, you don't have any markers for cancer. This is a clean bill of health. You should feel happy. And I did. I was like, hell yeah. I slapped him 5. I'm slapping nurses on the ass. I'm like, hell, I testosterone. I'm doing push-ups with my dick. I'm like, woo, let's go, right? And he's like, all right, I'll see you in the next 6 months. We'll do a follow-up. And I'm about to leave. And I say, wait, Dr. Lee, that doesn't explain something. And he's like, what? I'm like, why do I still feel sad? And he looks at me in my eyes and he goes, maybe you just sad, nigga. I just got sad nigga disease. I don't know what to tell you. Take a walk in the rain. Not enough black people for that, but I still stick by it. Connecticut's gonna learn today. You guys came here for a comedy show. All right. Some white people are like, I'm gonna Google sad nigga disease. Is that a thing, Carol? I don't know.
SND?
Did I talk about this? Sorry. Opener, sober, testosterone. Oh, it's good to be here. This is a good testament of my will. I'm 5 years sober, so this is kind of... It's just kind of walking into a brothel as a person who used to be a sex addict. I'm like, ooh, yeah, this is nice. Everyone should, and it's good. Have a good time. Drink. I appreciate everyone drinking. I just couldn't do it. I got too good at it. Kind of beat you guys, and I was like, time to quit. Hang it up. You know, I was making too many mistakes, doing too much coke. You know how it goes. And I went so. My whole thing about my sobriety journey is I went sober in the wrong time. I went sober March 16th, 2020. Do you guys remember that week in life? I was like, I need to change my life. I need to go sober. And then 2020 is like, yo, hold my virus, bitch. And then everything shut down. My first AA was on Zoom. I don't, why, huh? I went on, there's like 30 black screens. There's just like one guy, Brian, he's like, hi. Hi, Brian. Hi, Brian. And then someone's like, Brian, your fucking mic is off. He's like, I'm an alcoholic. He was like, yeah, we get that. Like, we didn't hear the first thing you said. And he's like, hey, you know, if everyone can turn on their cameras and like turn on your microphones during the AA, that'll help us get through this. Everybody's cameras are off. I'm like, we're all drinking, guys. Like, what? I just heard I'm like, this guy's drinking. He's drinking. Being drunk was fun though, man. I was a fun drunk. Anybody have a fun drunk friend that you just go out with? Yeah? You pointing at him in the corner? Yeah? I would do like stupid stuff, like shit in my friends like kitty litter. I'm like, clean up the shit, Danny, you piece of shit. It's like, dude, you keep doing this, you know? But I could always blame it the next day. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry I shit in your kitty litter. I was drunk, you know. He's like, it's all right, you were drunk, right? Because you can blame your behavior on the alcohol. It's not you, right? But now, as an adult, I've been sober 5 years. If I shit in a Target, like on myself, I just shat on myself in the Target. I have to hold that, do you understand? I'm just like, that was an ill-timed burrito, you know? Like, you can't do anything. And also, like, George Floyd happened and all that stuff was happening in America. And then my AA coach, God bless him, but he wasn't a good AA sponsor. During the summer, when everything was like Black Lives Matter, he was like, hey, Emmy, you know, as an African American, we're here for you in solidarity. And I think I can speak for all of us here and say, no one's gonna judge you. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, if you wanna have it because of what's happened. I'm like, dude, you can't say that to... All right, maybe that's too real. Maybe that's too real. Driving low on plus testosterone, okay, cool. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. Just know about this story, I'm fine and my family's fine. We fully recovered, all right? Okay? Okay. Right. So my dad is dead, he died. I didn't kill him, but he is dead. And it was kind of a bummer when he died, not because he was dying, because he got sick and people get sick and people die. Is where he got sick and where he died in Staten Island, which I don't know if you know, Staten Island is kind of like a very like rural red part of New York, which is fine. But like when he got sick, we went to the St. Mary's Hospital. It was like in the middle of the night. He passed out in the tub for 5 hours, and like no one checked on him until my mom got home. So it was a whole thing. And so they called me, and they're like, yeah, man, I think you need to come to the hospital. Your daddy's sick. I was like, okay, cool. So we go to this emergency room, but it's like the ER with the sheets. It's not like actual. You guys know what I mean by the sheets? It's just like shh, and it closes, and everybody has an individual sheet room. It's 3 a.m. in Staten Island, so there's a lot of freaks in the sheet room, but you can't hear them. I mean, you can't see them, but you can hear them. So we're there, my dad is in the gown with his ass out, he's dancing around like, I don't know, your mom is overreacting, I just passed out in the tub for 5 hours, I feel great. I'm like, all right, maybe you should sit down, old man, right? And we're there, it's late, and my mom's praying, you know, she's a Christian woman, she's like, oh, pray with me. I was like, I'm all right, I'll just stand here and like watch dad, make sure he doesn't pass out again. And like, during the time there, we just hear this lady in the void of the sheet room, she's just yelling out random shit. First it starts off soft, she's like, help me, somebody. Help me, please, somebody. Help. I'm like, all right, this is weird. And it gets a little louder. Like, this is like 5 minutes. She's like, help me, someone, please. I've been here for 5 hours. Why won't anyone help me? I'm sick. Why isn't anyone helping me? And then I'm looking around at the nurses, and they've been working for like 15 hours. So they've heard this lady a lot. And I just see their face, they're like, I hope she fucking dies. I really hope she dies. I hope she dies. She's not sick, she's stupid, you know? So I'm like, all right, the nurses, and then it gets really loud. She starts yelling, she's like, help me!
Somebody, please, won't you help me? I'm sick. I'm dying over here. I've been waiting for 5 hours. Why won't anyone help me?
And then another voice chimed in from the sheet room, but I didn't know where this guy was, but it was definitely a dude from Staten Island, because it was like after 10 minutes, he just chimed in and started yelling back at this lady, and he was just like,
Shut the fuck up, bitch! We all dying here. Die with some self-respect like the rest of us.
and then I think she died because she stopped yelling at him. She was like, you're right, Dad. I was being a bitch. It might have been in your back pocket? Okay. Random heckle. My dad died March 20th, 2018, day after my birthday. And that was interesting. But we knew he was gonna die, so like we were all kind of like mentally prepared for it. So it was me, my sister, my brother, and my mom, and he's there in the hospice bed. He's like making sounds. The doctor, the hospice lady already told us he's probably gonna pass today or tomorrow, so he's just in the bed and he's murmuring things. He's like, Yemi, did you take out the trash? I was like, what? He said, please take out the trash. I'm like, all right, maybe he's having a memory of me not taking out the trash. I thought that was funny. Or maybe he was trying to be funny. We don't know in that moment. And then it's like 3 a.m. in the morning, and then he kind of like takes the last breath and he like passes. And we kind of have like a cathartic cry as a family. It's a beautiful way to pass, right? Around your family members. He was like, he's a good dad, we love him. He's no longer in pain. And then time kind of like fast forwarded, and then like we see my uncle there, like he's in the room. So we're like, where did you come from? And he's like, why didn't you call the EMT? They could have saved him. You should have called the EMT. Why didn't you call the EMT? And we're like, oh shit, we didn't even think to call the EMT. So now it's like 6 a.m. in the morning, and we're calling the EMT. Now these are Staten Island ambulance men. Like these aren't, these are Staten Island dudes, right? So I called a 911 and like, 911, what's your emergency? I'm like, yeah, my dad died, he's dead. She's like, did you kill him? I was like, no, why does everyone keep asking me that? No, I didn't, he died from cancer, level 4. She's like, okay, we're gonna send an ambulance. So then we hear the ambulance, all right, this is 60 Stanley Road, all right, I guess we gotta pick up a dead guy. Like we hear the guys outside talking about my dad. They walk up the steps. Hey, open up, 911, 911. And they get there, there's just 2 Staten Island dudes in about their mid-30s, and they see me, my mom, my uncle, right? And my sister, and my dad, who's been dead for a couple hours, and he's dead in his hospice bed. Like he's blue in the face, and he's like stiff. And they look around, they're like, okay, all right, okay. So is this the guy? I'm like, what are you fucking They're like, is this the dude? I'm like, the guy that's that's the guy. I'm like, dude, it's him. I mean, he's clearly dead, Like I know all black people look alike, but this guy's clearly dead, you know what I mean? Like, and I called you on the phone and said my dad is dead. All right. You guys did not like that. Yeah. You guys are on their side for some reason. So now I'm in therapy because my ex told me I'm aggressive, and she didn't like the way I talked to the cats. She said I needed to go to therapy, and I thought I was doing therapy good because after my dad died and I got sober, they're like, you need to find another thing to do. You can't, once you take out a habit, you got to replace it with something. I was like, I'm just gonna go to the gym. I'm just gonna get ripped. I'm gonna lift heavy weights and be a man. I have high testosterone. She was like, okay, but I really don't like the way you talk to the cats. And I'm like, what? I just talk to them like they're my son and daughter, And they're like, yeah, that's not how you're supposed to talk to cats. And I'm like, all right. And she played a recording, and I'm like, all right, fine. Because here's the thing, she bought me these 2 kittens during the pandemic to deal with everything I was going through. And they were very cute, but here's the thing about kittens. I don't know if you know this. What do kittens love to do in the middle of the night? Scratch daddy's $900 mid-century modern couch, right? The most expensive piece of furniture. They're just like in the middle of the night. They're like, meow, 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 and they just scratch it. They rub their genitals on it. They scratch. They do that shit on it. And I'm like, And this one time, I caught them in the middle of the night doing it, and I yelled at them. But the way I yelled at them, if you didn't know they were two cats, you would swear I'm abusing two black kids. Because I caught them, I was like, I swear to God, if you two don't stop scratching my goddamn couch, I'll take you back to the streets with that whore of a mother where she left you, all right? I'll do right by you and your brother Tyrone. Those aren't my cats' names. I was like, where did that come from? Can you imagine my neighbors? They're like, I think he's abusing two black kids. The cops show up. Open up 911. It's just me and a wife beater with two kittens. I'm like, yeah, tell them to stop scratching my damn couch. They shoot all three of us because we're black? Okay, that's too far. Too far, kid. I'm like, oh no.
It's the truth.
We don't live in that reality. We're in Connecticutans.
Yeah,
We have good pizza here and lawns. All right. Fair. Because the thing, I was working out at the gym a lot. I got like 220 rock solid. I gained a little bit of weight, but I still got I was lifting heavy, man. And here's the thing, at the gym, I loved working out at the gym. I had a great time working out, all my daddy issues. But here's the thing, people at the gym did not like working out with me. They did not like, because people at the gym are just working out regular, like, oh, just want to get fit for the summer, just do some cardio. Dudes are trying to do their PRs, hit their bench. I was like lifting I was like deadlifting I don't know, I was just, because here's the thing, at the gym, people would like say stuff at the gym, right? Go to the gym, what do you yell? Like, good set, one more round, let's go, you got this, push harder. I was yelling stuff, but it came out a little different. I was just like, ugh. Daddy never said he loved me. People were like, wait, what? Hey man, you need a spot? Because it looks like you lifted heavy over there. I think that was 20, I think he let me at 20 minutes. I got 5 more minutes. I'm gonna do some fun stuff now. So I realized I'm not a real man because I've had a lot of jobs. I'm 40, I've lived around the world, done a lot of things, and I realized like the idea of a man is kind of a nebulous idea. And everybody has it's like a gradation, right? Femininity, or you're a woman or you're a man. I'm not here to be like they, thems, or anything trans, but everybody has their own idea of their sexuality and what it means to be a man for a woman or they, them, right? That's just the reality we live in. I'm a little old school. I grew up with West Nigerian uncles. And everything, I'm a man, I can fuck as many women as I want as long as I can provide for them. So that was kind of like, that was kind of like in my psyche, but I didn't know that. I'm like, I'm a real man, right? And I had a girlfriend, and at the time, she was sick. She told me she was neurodivergent. Now, at the time, I thought that sounded like an X-Man. I was kind of hype. I was like, I was like, oh, do you have any superpowers? She's like, no, I get sick and need Adderall. I become unstable. I was like, oh, you a sickly bitch. That's different. All right. So we ran out of Adderall. There was an Adderall shortage, but I had a drug dealer friend. He's like, I can get you some Adderall, but it's gonna cost you some extra money. I was like, okay, cool. So I needed to get a job. And at the time, it was Christmas. And we needed gifts, and she needed Adderall, and cats needed food, so I felt like I had to be a man and step up. The only person that would hire me was Jeff Bezos. Right? He's like, yo, come drive trucks and deliver smiles for $25 an hour. And I was like, all right, I could do that. I could drive a truck. I've never driven a truck, but I played with them as a kid. Like, I get it, right? So I went to this Amazon warehouse, DSP in White Plains, New York. I wore a suit, way overdressed, and I got there, got out of my car, and I was like, I'm a man, I could do this. You could do this, Jimmy. You gotta provide for your family. This is what it means to be a man. And I got to the gate, first problem. At the gate, there was a huge sign with the red letters that stated clearly, absolutely no firearms, exclamation point. And I felt safe. I was like, hey, look at this sign over here. Jeff Bezos is a good man, right? He cares about the workers that walk into his warehouses. This is great. And then they buzzed me and they're like, yeah, you here for Amazon truck driving? And then I walked in, and then there was a second security door that also had a sign in big red letters that said, shit, what did it say? It said, upside down, exclamation point, absolutamente nada de armas, exclamation point. Which translated from Spanish means, absolutely no firearms. And then I looked at that sign, I was like, hey, look at this sign, huh? Diversity, right? The first guy didn't speak English. Maybe he speaks Spanish, so Pablo understands, no papa aquí, it's no bueno, right? Vos not allowed here, right? So they bust me in there, and here, friend, I'm truck driving. And then I was there early. I was a little nervous. I was there early, had my suit, and I was like, all right, let me just sit down. I sat down on the stool in the break room. I was like, I'm good here. I can drive a truck, right? And then I noticed on the staff fridge there was just a picture of a gun with the no slash symbol through it. And then I started thinking, I wonder how many people got shot at this warehouse now. Someone definitely got popped here. It was a weird job. It was a bizarre job interview. It was the most bizarre job interview. I've had a lot of job interviews. I've never been to a job interview where the interviewer comes in angry at something you did not do yet. Have you ever experienced this? This dude, Eugene, came in. He was like, all right, everyone, this is Amazon Truck Driving, LLC. This is an easy job. All we ask is our drivers to drive safe, fast, and not bring a firearm to work. I was like, what did he say not bring a, should I have a gun? Like, what's going on? Am I gonna get shot at this job? There was this one dude there, and he's like, this is Amazon Truck Driving, all right? That means you'll be driving a 2-ton box truck for 10 hours, okay? So that does include a drug test. That's mandatory. Mandatory. And there was this one like Gen Z, like, brother in the back. He was just like, he heard drug test. He's like, yo, hold on, wait up. Wait, slow down, though. I'm saying. Yo, I do drugs. You think? He's like, I do drugs. Yo, you guys cool with weed? You fuck with weed, though? You test for weed? And then Eugene is like, no, we don't test for weed. It's no longer a Class A drug, but we do ask our drivers not to smoke during, before, or after their shift. And the same dude goes, whoa. Nah, I'm good. And he just walked out of the job interview. He just straight walked out in a cloud of smoke. He's like, I shouldn't be here. I'm high right now. Excuse me. I cared more about indica than income. I was like, that guy, he got it, you know? And I thought I was a man until I met these men. These were real salt of the earth, like old New Yorker, like city dudes. Like when people say toxic masculinity, it's not that. It was these guys. Like I heard my manager yell from the break room before my shift. Yo, not for nothing. Whoever keeps eating my yogurt can suck my mother's cock. I was like, wow. How is this guy problematic and progressive in the same sentence? Good for them. I believe they call it a thussy, you know? You can't eat nothing phallic around these men. I made the mistake of eating a banana. Nobody wanted to drive with me. When they were giving out route buddies, they was like, yo, whatever you do, don't put me with Curious George over there, all right? I don't like the way he eats a banana, if you know what I'm talking about, all right? I'm just in the corner like, I'm a man. I have to high testosterone, I'm a man. So I had to leave that job because nobody wanted to drive with me. And everyone's like, hey man, you know, I don't mind you being gay and all, but don't try no shit in the car. And I'm like, you know when someone calls you gay and you're like, I'm not gay, it just makes you sound like you're closeted. So I just kind of leaned into it. I was like, what, big boy, you don't like black guys? Like, that'll make him like, yo, get the fuck out the car. All right. I'll finish with this. You guys are a great crowd, by the way. I got one more joke. Is that cool? And then I can get out of here?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming out. I also have to go to another gig after this. So I had to get another job, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get back to my community. I'm gonna become a teacher. I'm gonna become a substitute teacher. And here's the thing, I'm old, right? I'm cooked, as the kids say. And Gen Z, I don't understand what they're saying. I don't know what's happening anymore. They are very disrespectful to me. And I teach with kids that look like me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm one of you. I grew up in the city. I get it, right? Lower socioeconomic. I'm gonna be the change they need to see in the world so they know that they can too, right? Wrong. These little nigglets do not like, they don't like authority and they don't like me. Kids will say to my face, yo, Mr. A, it looks like you watch Gooner hentai. I'm like, I don't know what that is. And you look it up, you're like, I don't do that anymore, you know what I mean? They order all weird at the bodega. I was at a bodega, I was like, hey, Habibi, can I get a bacon, egg, and cheese and an iced coffee? He's like, yeah, for you. And then you hear the kids, and they're just ordering like random shit. They're like, yo, let me get a chopped cheese, extra sauce, no Diddy. I'm like, what? They're like, I don't want no Epstein on my shit, no haram. I'm like, what's going on? Are there kids back there making sandwiches? Like, what's going on, you know? And then I was like, you know what, the boys I can handle. What, that sounded weird. The boys I can discipline because like boys, I talk to them with like, you know, stern. I'm like, hey, sit down, stop messing around. I don't play around. Don't play me, play the lottery. Mess with me, you're gonna crash and burn. You know, I got bars for the kids. They're like, all right, this guy, he's spitting, you know? But the girls, girls are mean. Girls don't fight fair, man. They like snipe your soul from the desk, right? They know what you hate about you before you know what you hate about you. I was teaching these 6th grade girls at an academy, and I walked in the classroom, this one girl was like, yo, Mr. A, why it looks like you're walking around on turkey legs? Thanksgiving's not till November, gobble, gobble. And you're like, And then you look down and you're like, oh shit, I got thick thighs and skinny calves. Looks like I'm walking around on turkey legs all the time. Turn into a literal turkey. My first day after school, I'm like, this is gonna be an easy job. Girls are nice and they're sweet in 6th grade. I don't know what happens in 6th grade, but little girls, they're just like mean, you know? They're going, when I got the job, it was at this charter school in Brooklyn. It's supposed to be the best one. I was like, this is gonna be an easy gig. And then I got there and there was a white woman there. She's like, welcome to Charter Success Academy, Women Leadership School for the Arts and everyone. You're gonna be teaching our 6th grade girls algebra, just so you know. These are young women going through big changes. So they're gonna test you. They're gonna test you, okay? They're gonna are you ready? She kept saying test. I'm like, shouldn't I be giving them the test? Why are you testing me, bitch? And I just said to her, I'm like, hey, I ain't afraid of no ghosts, right? Right? I Kobe these bitches, sweep the leg, not in my dojo, show no mercy, right? And she's like, okay. And then we get to the classroom. She's like, girl, settle down. Welcome, everyone. This is Mr. A. He's gonna be your algebra teacher for the next 4 to 5 weeks. Would you like to introduce yourself, Mr. A? And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, all right, can you take off your hat? Because I had my hat on. And then I took off my hat, and immediately these Puerto Rican, I hear these Puerto Rican girls in the back, they're just like, ha 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 ha, mira, es el señor limpio de negro. And I was like, you ever have to Google translate a roast in real time? I was like, mira, es el señor limpio de negro. Oh wait, she just called me the black Mr. Clean. Hold on now, hey.
Yeah.
Hey now. Inappropriate. I got high testosterone, all right? That's a side effect of being bald. You guys all right? My name is Yemi Afolabi. Have a great night. Drive home safe. Tip your bartenders. God bless. Take care.
Yemi Afolabi, one more time for him. Let him know. Clap it up. Give him some love. Oh my God, that was fantastic. Oh, one more time for Becca. Becca DeLuzio. Like Yemi said, please give it up for your bar staff and tip them well. You guys were a fantastic crowd. This is Next Stop Comedy. We do shows about once a month, so come back again. We'll see you soon. Does that sound good? Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you soon. Thank you, guys.